contact list is going silent, not because the numbers disappeared, because the conversations did. I scrolled through names that used to mean something. Birthdays, late night calls, inside jokes, plans we swore we'd never cancel. Now they're just letters on a screen, collecting dust with memories. It's strange how 1,000 contacts can still leave you feeling like there's nobody to call. I stare at the display, lock it, unlock it, like somehow a message will appear if I look one more time. Maybe somebody remembered, maybe somebody wondered where I've been, maybe somebody noticed I've been getting quieter. Nothing, just another empty notification bar, another reminder that silence has a way of sounding personal. I keep asking myself, did life get busy? Or did we slowly become strangers without realizing it? My contact list has gone silent, every name feels farther away. I know the numbers haven't changed, but everything else did. My contact list has gone silent, the ringtone never interrupts the night. So I keep talking to my own thoughts, hoping one of them finally tells me everything's alright. I used to believe distance happened overnight. Now I know it arrives in tiny pieces. One unanswered text, one missed birthday, when we should catch up. That never happens. 1 week becomes two become months. Then one afternoon you realize you know more about someone's old memories than their current life. Nobody slammed the door, nobody started a fight. Time simply kept walking while we stood still. And somehow the gap became too wide to explain with one conversation. Sometimes I wonder if everybody else feels this too, if they stare at old messages trying to remember when everything changed. If they miss people they'll probably never see again, if they ever hesitate before pressing send and delete the message anyway. Not because they don't care, because they're afraid they'll be interrupting a life that moved on without them. Funny how loneliness can convince you that your presence is a burden, when maybe it's just fear. Learning how to speak, the quiet kept saying they forgot you, but another voice whispered maybe they're carrying battles too. The quiet said, stop reaching. Hope replied, don't stop believing. Connection can return. Tonight I stop measuring my worth by missed calls, stop counting unopened conversations, stop waiting for my phone to tell me I matter, because somewhere along the way I gave a screen too much authority over my peace. Maybe friendship changes, maybe people drift, maybe chapters end, but that doesn't mean my story ends with them. They're all still roads I haven't walked, people I haven't met, conversations I haven't had. Maybe this silence isn't empty, maybe it's making room for something I haven't found yet. My contact list is going silent, but my heart doesn't have to. There are still words I haven't spoken, still hope I haven't buried. My contact list is going silent. Maybe this season feels lonely, but seasons change, and so do I. Phone never ran tonight, yet somehow the silence taught me something. Not every empty space stays empty forever, but the story stopped growing. Pictures froze, conversations faded, time kept moving, and somehow we all became strangers. Without saying goodbye, I keep scrolling through initials like I'm searching for proof that somebody remembers the person I used to be. I hover over old threads, read words from years ago. Laughs that sounded permanent, promises that sounded certain. Funny how certainty can expire without warning. Nobody teaches you how to mourn people who are still alive. Not gone, just somewhere you no longer belong. I wonder if my number feels as unfamiliar to them as theirs. It started feeling to me. That's the hardest part. Not the distance, the realization that silence slowly rewrites history. Maybe nobody meant to disappear. Maybe life simply scattered us in different directions. My contact list is gone silent. Not a single voice breaking through these evenings. My contact list is gone silent. Only memories know how to find me now. My contact list is gone silent. I keep hoping one familiar name might light up the darkness, but the night keeps answering first. It's strange how loneliness changes shape. When you're younger, you fear being ignored. When you grow older, you fear becoming forgettable. I used to think friendships survived anything distant. Schedules growing up, now I know connection needs attention. Even strong bridges crack when nobody crosses them. I've replayed birthdays nobody remembered, celebrations that felt incomplete, victories without anybody to call after, and losses without anybody asking if I made it through. That's a different kind of quiet, the kind that teaches you how loud your own breathing can become. Some evenings I almost dial a number then stop. Not because I changed my mind, because I start wondering, would they recognize my voice? Would the conversation feel natural? Or would we spend 20 minutes pretending nothing changed? That's what distance steals first. Comfort, not affection. Comfort, the ability to pick up where yesterday ended. Sometimes I blame myself, sometimes I blame time. Sometimes there isn't anybody to blame, just seasons doing what seasons do, changing everything without asking permission. The empty screen kept telling me I had been forgotten. Then another thought arrived. Maybe everybody's carrying invisible weight. Maybe someone else is staring at the phone, thinking exactly what I am. So tonight, I'm choosing something different. Not another hour waiting for notifications. Not another evening counting who didn't reach out. Instead, I'm remembering that connection begins long before a ringtone. Maybe tomorrow I'll be the first one to break the silence. Not because pride disappeared, because isolation is already taken enough. Life is too short to let fear write every ending. If somebody answers, I'll be grateful. If they don't, at least I chose courage instead of another quiet night. My contact list is gone silent, but my story hasn't lost its voice. My contact list is gone silent. The pages ahead are still unwritten. My contact list is gone silent. This chapter feels empty, yet empty pages still become books. My contact list has gone silent. Maybe tomorrow a conversation begins. Maybe it starts with me. Some absences echo for years, but even the longest silence can be interrupted by one brave hello. My contact list is full of ghosts, not because they disappeared, because life slowly erased the conversations that once felt permanent. Every name carries a different season, a different laugh, a different version of me I barely recognize anymore. I scroll without touching anything, not searching for a reply, just trying to remember what it felt like to belong somewhere. Funny how numbers stay saved long after people stop showing up. The screen still knows their names, my heart remembers their voices. But time introduced us to silence. Sometimes I wonder if my name still crosses their minds the way theirs quietly crosses mine. When the room gets too quiet, distance never asked permission, it simply arrived and unpacked its bags. My contact list is full of ghosts, old connections living inside a silent screen. contact list is full of ghosts, familiar names belonging to unfamiliar lives. My contact list is full of ghosts. Every memory still knocks, but nobody opens the door. There was a time when making one phone call could change an entire day. Now everybody seems one notification away, yet somehow, further than ever, life became calendars, responsibilities, deadlines, different cities, different dreams, and somewhere between growing older and growing apart, the conversations stopped finding their way home. Nobody announced the ending, nobody said this is the last time. One day became another, weeks became seasons, seasons became years, and the silence became normal. Sometimes I almost reach out, my thumb hovers over a name, then another thought arrives. What if they've already moved on? What if I'm interrupting a life that no longer has room for me? So I lock the phone, set it down, tell myself maybe tomorrow. It's strange how hesitation can become a habit, how fear can disguise itself as politeness, how loneliness can convince you that your presence would only be an inconvenience. Maybe everyone is carrying visible battles. Maybe someone else is looking at the phone, wondering why nobody reached out first. Maybe we're all waiting for the same brave moment. Tonight I decided to stop measuring my worth by notifications, to stop treating silence like a verdict. Some chapters end, some friendships fade, some roads divide. It doesn't erase what they once meant, and it doesn't erase me. There are still conversations I haven't had, people I haven't met, memories still waiting to be written. Maybe the next chapter begins the moment I stop living inside the last one. My contact list is full of ghosts, but my future isn't. My contact list is full of ghosts. Yesterday doesn't own tomorrow. My contact list is full of ghosts. Some voices faded away, others haven't entered my life yet. My contact list is full of ghosts. Maybe the season feels empty. Maybe it's simply making room for new connections. I closed the phone, looked toward the horizon, and realized not every empty page is a loss. Sometimes it's an invitation to begin again. I found an old voicemail yesterday. Didn't press delete. Not because I still needed the words, but because hearing familiar voices feels like opening a window to a house that doesn't exist anymore. Funny how a few seconds of sound can carry years of history. Back when nobody had a schedule, time to care. Back when checking in wasn't another item on a crowded calendar. I wonder if they remember the promises we made, or if those moments only survived inside my memory. Sometimes the hardest goodbye is the one nobody says. People don't always leave loudly, sometimes they fade, one unanswered message at a time. I stopped counting holidays by the decorations. I started counting them by who wasn't there. Empty chairs tell stories pictures never capture. There's a certain kind of silence that arrives after celebrations. When everybody returns to lives you're no longer part of. That's when reality settles in. Not with anger, not with blame, just acceptance that some chapters close quietly. I used to chase explanations, now I chase peace, because closure doesn't always arrive from another conversation. Sometimes it begins the moment you stop waiting for one. Yeah. Maybe the lesson was never about losing people. Maybe it was learning how to keep my heart open, even after disappointment. Not everybody stays forever. That doesn't mean the time they share with you lost its value. Every friendship left something behind, a lesson, a laugh, a scar, a reason to grow. me that connection isn't worth trying again. The next hello could change everything, but only if I'm willing to speak first. So if somebody finds this song on a night that feels endless, know this: you are not the only person staring at a silent screen, wondering where everybody went. Somewhere another heart is asking the same questions. Another soul is hoping someone remembers. Maybe we aren't separated by lack of love. Maybe we're separated by fear of reaching first. If that's true, then let courage be louder than hesitation. One message, one call, one honest conversation. Sometimes that's all it takes to remind two people they were never really ghosts.